Good morning, world.
Oh, I know. A lion.
You want to draw a lion?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it. It's day 16 of the Siargao Lockdown. Story's taking her art lesson outside today. What is that?
Tiger.
Tiger claw marks. That's the penguin's head, right?
Yeah.
Alright, can you do a beak for me? This is going to be a massive penguin story.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you did do it. Now look, you've got a big penguin body. You see it? Look, come down here, look at the penguin. Look at the penguin.
Yay!
What did you just draw, Story?
A penguin.
A really big mummy penguin, didn't you?
Yeah, and a small one too.
Sasha's currently working her way through a course about homeschooling and teaching your own kids, and one thing that they mention is how different the child psychology is. We've noticed that Story does not like structure at the moment. If we try and sit her down and give her a lesson plan, or if we try and prepare something for her or set up a desk or anything like that, rejection. She just won't do it. She'll start playing up and she'll start losing interest very quickly. But if we take the lesson outside and we give her a little bit more freedom of like expression, then she really thrives with it and she wants to learn more. So at this stage in her life, that is her mindset towards learning, and we're just trying to roll with it. When she gets older, I'm sure it will change. Well done, you did it by yourself. You passed the test. Did you enjoy that drawing lesson?
Oh, what about a lion?
Okay, you want to try and draw a lion?
What about you?
I'll show you. Story and I have just been looking at how the water is twinkling over here.
Dad.
Yeah?
Get Mummy and Daddy.
Yeah, Mummy's here. She wanted you to see the twinkling ocean.
Oh,
nice, isn't it?
that's sweet. I was just hanging out laundry.
Oh, those are cheap pegs we bought.
Me and you.
You and Leonie?
Yeah.
Aww.
She specifically requested to not be holding Leonie's hand.
Is that because of social distancing?
It isn't, but it should be. It's because she's a big girl. Here you go, Story. This is the first bit of open sand that you can swim in. You feel good? Yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you. What is it? Oh, beautiful. Nice find. You're doing body surfing? Is Mummy the board?
No, I'm supposed to do a hair exam.
So yesterday morning in our vlog, you might have seen, I went out in the tuk-tuk and I got stopped at the local checkpoint and they turned me away. Basically, there's a new set of rules now. You can't just get a quarantine pass and go through. Only 10 passes are issued per barangay. So you need to go to the captain like every morning and see if there are any passes left to be able to leave your village. So that's basically the new situation. It makes it much more difficult for us to get supplies. There has to be a reason why the councillor or the mayor of this island has decided to ramp up the measures in that way. So we're just gonna have to trust that it's for the benefit of the island and for us too. Meanwhile, at least we're stranded on a good side of the island, having all of this on the doorstep. I made my own oat milk this morning, I made my own butter last week, and I am going to make my own peanut butter later. I have to admit though, it doesn't feel good being powerless here. You are at the mercy of like other people's decisions. So for me personally, I try and grab back power in other ways. I like being able to look after myself and my family by finding alternatives. What have you found? What have you found? A blob? What blob? Mummy? Mummy blob? Mummy's not a blob.
It's a lesbian sea creature. She's like, okay, you be a blob. And I wasn't allowed to move because I'm a blob. I was like, I've been practicing this for my whole life. This
Story.
is my role now.
They
Mummy blob. Oh, sorry. Blobs don't talk.
No.
This one does.
It's a talking blob,
Yeah.
Story.
It's a talking, tickling blob.
I'm surfing
Stop.
No, try to stand up.
So Phwah Phwah is going to try and grow ginger because this one is already sprouting, isn't it?
We've got a little sprouting.
So have you done any research?
Like
or
a
is
little
just...
No, I've done it at home.
Yeah.
But it's just that it doesn't grow in a dark place. It comes up and then it won't. Then it dies.
So we're going to soak
just
these.
Soak the garlic. I don't know what I wanted to put the whole bowl. But
yeah, we could Google it and find out like if there's you know, a method we should be using. Also, pineapple. So you just cut the top off.
Cut the top off. I put it in water there to soak it up, and then I'll find a suitable pot to plant it in.
Yeah.
And hopefully it will grow.
And what else did you plant this morning?
I planted tomatoes there this morning.
Over there.
Over there.
Yeah. And what's the last thing you want to grow?
The okra. I haven't done the okra yet.
What about, you said you had some lemon seeds?
I've got the lemon seeds here.
Were they drying?
Yeah, I've just taken the. When the lemon is cut, you've got this slimy thing there.
Yeah.
It says it's best to take the slimy thing. Although I didn't do it at home, and my lemons are growing.
Yeah.
But I thought I'll do it now.
Maybe they'll grow faster here.
And they're nice and big as well, you know.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut that accidentally, but I'm going to put it down anyway.
Well, it's all an experiment, isn't it? A horticultural experiment. And we'll see if anything grows. So my mission for today is to come and get some soil for my mum to use in her planting. The resort actually has their own rice field nearby, and I've just been following one of the staff guys down here to see if we can load up the bingo and take some soil back for my mum and for them to use to grow some vegetables. There's a bit of a bumpy ride down here, off-road, through the coconut trees, but it's exciting for me because I've never seen this part of town before. It's just across the road, but it's somewhere I would never think to go, you know. It looks like I'm going through a very, very rural area, people's homes, people's plantations, rice fields. This little tuk-tuk we've been renting can seemingly handle anything. Even our boy's off-roader lost his chain halfway through. We had to stop and throw that back on. We brought a shovel down, brought some bags. I'm going to go and fill up and see if I can get this stuff back to Mum today. Well, it's beautiful. Does all this belong to Makulai?
Yeah.
The whole section here, yeah?
No. There and here.
Ah, to this line, yeah?
Yeah.
Ah, beautiful. So that's Sala over there, and that section of the land is somebody else's. But this section, all the way down to near where those trees are, belongs to the resort. Looks like you'd never run out of rice. Oh, that was tough. Trying to keep up with that guy on his scrambler and a three-wheeler was not easy. I don't want to break this thing either. We're not going to get our rental deposit back otherwise. But I've managed to get the soil, which will be useful, and I enjoyed going out to see that field today. Feels like a little bit of an outing. Here we go, that's my job done for now. Now it's up to my mum to grow some stuff. Hello, what have you been eating? Apple. Did you save the seeds?
No.
Papa said she might grow an apple tree.
Oh dear, we're going to be here that long.
Papa's already hard at work over there, doing some digging, preparing the ground. Welcome to your spade shop, yeah? You found a treasure trove of tools, didn't you?
Oh, I better do the first one.
Okay.
Spade, sieve, rake, and sandcastling, and sandcastling.
That's right.
And you put one in here. Welcome to my spade shop.
Oh, look at this little girl. She's nibbling on something. Is she just eating the wood?
Yeah.
I think she's just eating the wood, isn't she? Cleaning her teeth.
He wants to go in the playground.
She's coming.
What's he wants to do?
Come to the playground, I think. Story's requested to have her dinner by the black hammock tonight. So Mummy's cooking it. Is it fine?
Yes.
How's the pasta? So yummy.
I've just made her a bowl of turmeric pasta with sesame oil and olives.
Yeah.
Al fresco dinner for Story tonight. And I've made a green curry with aubergine and potato tonight, so that is waiting for us inside. The last couple of nights we've been eating really late and I didn't want to do that again tonight, so I thought I'd get a head start on the dinner prep. Thanks, Story. It's very relaxing.
Is this fast?
It's not very fast, no, it's just the right speed actually. Thank you. I mentioned earlier that in a situation like this it's easy to feel powerless, and the way you can grab some of that power back is by learning to do things by yourself. And we had an email from one of our patrons the other day just saying that she's got a friend who is fully self-sufficient, lives on a farm, and she's going to contact her and say, like, you know, teach me some things, you know, because you're all right, you know. Yeah. And if things were to, you know, be in a position where you need those skills, I've got somebody to turn to who's in a more powerful position, right? Basic things like being able to cook your own food. It seems like something that shouldn't even need to be mentioned, but I know quite a lot of people my age that can't cook for themselves. Oh yeah, loads. Being on this island and away from our kitchen appliances, away from our comfort zone, you know, the shops that we know, it's been a bit difficult for us to adapt to the stuff that can grow here and the meals that we can cook, but we're getting there. Yeah. So there's someone that I want to mention, and it's someone that we've been following on Instagram who's also a fellow strandee on Siargao Island, and it is Meryl, and her Instagram is Vegan Vaders. She is a fellow vegan just like us, and she is doing virtual plant-based cooking classes, which I think was a really great idea. Especially because she's using all of the ingredients that you can get here on this island. So this is her Instagram, and she's got a nice recipes highlight tab there if you want to go and check it out and follow along and maybe try out her virtual plant-based cooking, especially at times like these when everything seems to be going online right now. We'll put a link in the description below as well. Today's shout out goes to Roots World. Thanks for contacting us. Yeah, another vlogger. And we're going to end off today's video enjoying this sunset over here. Yeah. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram as well. And we'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye.